Hey guys, welcome back. Joe here again, scalefreak.com, coming to bring you bag B of the SCX10 build series, the SCX10 2 build series. And bag B is your links. Does not need to be a long video. This is something that I'm sure by this point we've all done, but for the beginner's sake, I do want to cover over it, plus give you my thoughts on these new links. So number one, I gotta say, one of the first things I love about it is the fact that this is using M4 screws. These things are massive. I absolutely love it. It's going to help keep a good hold inside the plastic, and it's going to be using a 2 mil hex to drive these bad boys in rather than using a 1.5. So anytime I can not use a 1.5, I'm happy. So I will avoid 1.5 like the plague if I can. So moving into a 2 is great for me. Now, one of the things that I do want to talk about is the actual design of the links themselves. So using the 3, you have to have much smaller plastic, much easier to tear, much easier to break, much easier to bend. It happens. But look at the differences in the link itself. Look what happens when you get to the ends of the links. It fattens out real nice. I'm a fan. So this guy here is a part of the original Axial aluminum upgrade set. I've had this thing around for a really long time. It's actually bent. That's, well, good job on me. And this is the new one. So these actually feel... okay, they feel lighter, but they're comparable. I'm sure technically they're heavier because it's a little bit more material. But when you get to the ends of this thing, the threads are humongous, and it's ready for an M4. So that's such a neat setup. Now, looking at the actual plastics themselves, again, they're bigger and they're wider. So if I take a look, unscrew this thing here, physically, if you can see it side by side, bigger, just bigger. Bigger than the original plastic, which is nice. It's going to be nice and strong. And they've got the Axial logo on it. So again, good job, guys, on the detail work. Devil is in the details. I absolutely love it. Now, link building is super, super, super easy. Grab that gigantic, I don't know, you going to call it a grub screw? Grab that gigantic screw, grab it, grab the plastic, drive it in. Do not drive it in too far, because remember, you could screw this thing all day and it'll eventually go through the end. So drive it through until it gets a little bit snug, because if you keep going, you're just going to destroy stuff. And we're not looking to do that, right? We're looking to use these parts correctly. It'll go in just as far as you think it should, and like that, we'll leave it there. Now, again, putting it into here. Now, this is just for display purposes. I'm not even paying attention to what link this is going to. I guess I probably should. So this is the left link, a 71 millimeter. So we'll hold it up to there. Perfect. This is 71 millimeter. So what this is going to do is going to go on the end of one of them because of its bent end. Some of them are bent. Some of them are straight. Some of them are at an angle like that for steering links. You're going to get it all done like that. So with this one here, we're going to put a bent on one side and a different bend on the other. So grab this. And again, we're back to using the Loctite again. Put a little dab on the end. And just screw it in. It is metal into metal, and you don't want these things to come loose later. So, ta-da. That's it. Let me check something. Hold on. Yes! So, that's going to be kind of neat. With these old links, it was straight all the way through. You could screw that thing all day if you wanted to. With these new links, there's a bottom to the pit. So you can't screw it in too far. How cool is that? So you can screw it in, and then twist that, and bang, get a nice fit. So now you'll know exactly how far that plastic needs to go onto that link, just like that. That's super cool. And then, of course, what we're going to do from there is we are then going to, we're going to get one of these little guys, right? So one of the ball ends, spin it out, make sure you don't burr or anything on it. And then when you take a look at this bad boy, very difficult for me to show you this on camera, but one side of the link will be a little bit more squared off, or sorry, one side of the ball, the capture ball setup will be a little more squared off on one side, and one will look to appear to be a little bit more rounded. The more rounded part is where this is going in. Pop, just like that. That's it. So, bingo, that's exactly how the links are going to get built. Now, the instructions are very clear, and one of the things that I like about it is it's saying you need to use an 80 millimeter. So, well, which one's an 80 millimeter? When they build these instructions, they build it in such a way that you can literally just do this. No, that's not it. That's too long. That's another too long one. Bingo. No, that's still too long. Too long. That's it right there. So it fits exactly there, so you know exactly where it's supposed to go, and then just use the correct ends. So it actually shows you it's a straight on each end, done. So 2 straight ends, do that twice, ta-da, you've got your front links. This one here, you're showing it's a ball on this end and a twist on that end, so you can see what it looks like. Ta-da, you can get it done. Steering link, everything. Very, very simple to know exactly how to build it and exactly where they have to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 links worth of balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 links worth of ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 links. So you're going to have some spares. You're going to have some leftover stuff just in case you destroy something. With as many SCX10s as I've had and I've built, if you look through my parts, my extra parts bins, I'm going to have probably about 200 of these little things laying around and piles of these. So I never have to worry about these things going bad. So that's really it for the links. I don't think I really need to discuss these things too much more because the instructions are very clear as to exactly what position each one goes in. If you're really, really finicky about it, what I recommend is build them all and then put them all side by side to make sure they're correct length exactly. Main reason because if you're using, say, for example, your rear links, if one is longer than the other, you will dogleg your axle and things will wonder why things are not turning correctly. Then you wind up having to correct with steering later or steering trim. So take your time when you're building them, build them correctly. It's actually kind of fun. So no, really, take your time with it. And just remember to use your Loctite so that these things don't come loose later. That's really it for that one, guys. There's not really a whole lot to talk about links. I think that's a situation that's been covered many, many times. So, guys, click on the comment in the comments field below, of course, with any questions or anything that you have to comment about. That's what it's for. And of course, click on the info field below to get the link for the entire build series. And of course, click on the like, click on the subscribe, and share throughout your community if you know anybody who could use help with this truck. Super cool truck. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great night.